Okay, what's your name?
Leona.
Leona?
Schmid.
Do you have a middle name?
Oh, I don't know. Matilda.
Matilda?
Yeah.
Well, how old are you, Nanny?
I'm 92.
92.
Going on 93.
Going on 93. My goodness. So what do you like to do in your day? How do you spend your day? Just a little bit of your daily routine.
Well, I don't know. Exercising and taking long walks. Used to be. I don't know what. Boy, I'm changing.
Now, what are you gonna do with all this this grass out here in the yard when it turns spring and it starts growing?
I got a lawn boy.
Lawn boy?
Yeah, he comes, cuts it every once a week.
Oh my! Are you gonna have a garden this year?
Well, not as much as I usually have. So Carl Jr. always brought me so many plants, and I had to put them in the ground.
Wow.
So this, I won't have much.
What kind of plants would he bring you?
Oh, he brought me eggplants and peppers and everything I think he can find, he bring. And tomatoes. I swear I had so many tomatoes I didn't know where to put them anymore.
So he'd bring you the plants and you just felt like you had to plant them.
Yeah, I felt like he brought them, I had to plant them. Then I told him, I said, now these tomatoes come on here back out, you got to get them.
So you'd make him do some of the picking, huh?
Yeah.
Well, now you've been around for pretty much this entire century.
Yeah.
You have seen the 1900s come, and it's 1999 right now, so you're fixing to see them go. And how does that make you feel to think that you've lived through an entire century?
Makes me feel like I'm getting old.
Well, what do you think, if you think back to some of the changes that you've seen over the centuries of how people do things, what are some things that really stick out in your mind about just changes in the way people do stuff?
Well, the way the women has 8 or 10 kids, and they get them, they don't have enough food for them or anything, and we went hungry a lot. Mama had 8 living and 4 dead. Now.
When you were little.
Wait. Hey, look who's trying to butt in here. Well, Grandma, now, what other kind of things, like, there's been a lot of technological advances. You didn't used to have microwaves and kind of airplane travel.
Yeah, you just went along. I don't know. I think about that sometime. How we did without television and everything. I try to think of that, and it's how we got by, but we did.
Well, so you remember when television first came out?
Yeah.
What was that like?
Oh, it was one part. I think the people that Carl knew real well, they had one, and we would all go pile up in there front to watch watch it.
Was it in black and white or in color?
Oh, it's black and white. They didn't have color then, did they? Nobody. It took a long time.
So, so now before that, there was the invention of the radio. Do you remember when the radio was invented?
I don't know whether it was invented. I know everybody had a radio.
So would you guys gather around as a family and kind of listen to the radio? What kind of radio shows did they have?
They had little square ones that sit up on something.
And
they weren't big like ours. Now.
So did they play music, or did they have like did they talk a lot on the radio, or?
Yeah, they had singing and dancing and stuff like that, like they have now. The only thing, it was in a smaller way.
Smaller way. Now tell me about how you used to get milk.
How we used to get milk.
Mm-hmm.
When I went up on my grandmother's farm, we milked the cows.
Now,
and then we used to stand there, hold our mouth open, and the bigger ones, my aunts, they would squirt it in our mouth while we'd stand there with our mouth open. They'd squirt the of milk in our mouth.
Well, now back in those days, could you go up to the grocery store and get you a gallon of milk in a plastic jug?
No, I tell you one thing. When Mama had all those kids, we didn't know what it was to get a glass of milk.
Grandma, how did you get around when you were a girl? Did y'all have a lot of automobiles, or was there what? How'd
See
y'all...
these feet?
Was there a Donaldson man used to come around?
It used to be a Donaldson man come around in a truck, a horse and buggy, and a little thing on the back he's standing on. You remember that too?
I remember the trucks. I was a little too...
Well, that was when they had when they had the horse and wagon and come around. Yeah, I remember that.
Now, so you remember when they used to have the horse and the wagons? Did they have cars? They had some cars too coming around.
Yeah, they had cars. They were just coming in with the trucks.
Didn't the horses make an awful mess out there in the street?
Yeah, they were messy.
Boy, who cleaned that up?
Yeah, well, I don't remember. I didn't ever clean it up.
That sounds like a mess.
Yeah.
Now let's see. Tell us, how old were you when you got married?
Well, we made up our mind to get married. We went over in Jeffersonville, and it was just a preacher,
You were a teenager, or were you in your 20s?
I was 17.
17.
17.
I got married at 17. It's too young for anybody to get married.
So what was it that attracted you to Carl?
Well, I guess I just liked him, and that's all.
How'd you meet him?
Well, I was working in a factory. I was working in a factory where they had made men's clothes, and we was walking up Market Street, and they were working on some things, and they were getting ready to go out. He must have been working on a truck or something. And
this is like the new beanie thing.
these guys kept after us, and that's the way I got
the golden one.
Mom.
Get the golden one.
Finally, I gave him a date, and we start going together.
Now, how long did you guys date like that before he asked you to marry him?
Oh, I don't know. He said, "Come on, let's go get married," and that's the way we did it.
Well, now,
Did he get you a diamond ring or
No,
no?
I don't think he had any ring at all.
Did he ever meet you up there to go dancing at the dance place?
Oh, we used to go up dancing all the time, and us girls would go the days, and we danced and had the biggest time, and they liked it when we when he says, "Smitty with you?" I said, "No, Smitty not with you today." Boy, they would break us every few minutes.
And what would they call you? The dance hall? You had a special name? Babe.
They named me Babe.
Now it wasn't long after that you guys got planted down here by the racetracks. Did Grandpa like to go down to the racetracks?
Yeah, he liked to go to the races. Yeah.
I mean, would he walk over there or?
Oh, always walked over there. We never did take the car over there to the track.
Now, did you guys ever have any parties over here when it was race time or?
Yeah, we used to have parties. That's when they all drank a whole lot.
Oh yeah, so it got kind of wild, huh?
Yeah.
Well, did
They used to go down the basement and then
So now, when the guys would all get together for the horses, did you and the girls get together, and what would y'all do?
well, we just talk, and most of the time we go over the track.
You go to the track with them?
We went over the track.
So did you ever
We used to
win?
go quite a lots,
Did you ever win anything?
Yeah, I went and I stick it in my pocket, and I wouldn't go play anymore. I was going to tell me like the rest of them. I kept what I had.
Oh man.
So you and Carl got married, and then you wound up having some children. Who were your children? What were your children's names?
Joyce and Carl Jr.
And who was the oldest?
Oh, Joyce probably was old.
Yeah. Yeah, Joyce was older.
Older than
Yeah.
yeah.
Joyce was
Now
older.
tell us one funny story about Joyce when she was a child, and one funny story about Carl Jr. when he was a child.
Well, I don't know what.
Now, Joyce, she liked to dance, didn't she?
Yeah.
That's right.
Tell us about her dancing.
She took dancing lessons all the time, and we'd have to go to all these rehearsals and stuff for 'em, when they danced and that. And Carl Jr., he was around her. Carl would go in and
Watch out, Francine.
Carl would go into in jail to get them out of jail when they get into an all that, and he'd get the whole bunch out. And he finally got mad and he said, "I'm getting Junior out, y'all just stay in here." And so he got Al out too. I think he got Al and Junior out. And Carl told me, "If you do it another time, you're going to be done the same way as the other boy. You're not going to get out." So kind of broke that up a little bit.
Do you remember when Junior went in the Navy?
Yeah.
Tell us about the Navy.
Well, he had pictures of me in hula skirts, you know. We took pictures in hula, and he had them in his locker, or stacked up by his locker.
Junior did?
Yeah.
Oh my
And
gosh.
me with the hula skirts.
Oh, good gracious.
Now you had where did Junior get married at?
Now that I don't know.
Did he get married here in your house, or did you have?
Yeah, wasn't he married
Was
here?
he married in the house
I
here?
thought they got married. Yeah, they got married here.
Did they? Well,
Yeah, in your living room.
Oh yeah, yeah.
And what about Joyce? Do you remember when she got married?
Yeah, she had a wedding.
Beautiful wedding.
She had got married in that little place out in.
The Duncan Chapel.
Is that what it
Duncan
is?
Chapel, yeah.
She got married there, and she did real good. But she had a big wedding. I think she got married in.
Let me show you something.
Sure.
Cassie, let me show you something.
I think she got married in Duncan Memorial Chapel.
Oh yeah, that's what
Yeah.
it was.
Yeah.
That's where she got
Come
married.
turn this
'Cause
way.
on account of Mama. Mama's such
My
a
mama,
strict Catholic. You know.
Mima showed me.
Well, now, Grandma, let's back up a little bit to
Mima
your
showed
childhood,
me
okay?
too.
Long time ago. Where were your parents from? Were they German
My
or?
mother was from German, and my father, he was a Switzer.
Oh.
Really?
Switzer. He wasn't over in Swiss, but he was out in the country. They had a big country farm.
Were they first generation Americans, or did their parents come here from Europe?
Well, Mama's parents came from Germany, and I don't know. Then my father was just a farmer or something. What people used to be them days.
So he was a farmer, and did you grow up on a farm?
No, I don't remember ever going out on the farm. That was in his childhood. He was that.
Now, were you raised right here in Louisville? Is that where you were raised?
Yeah, you know where Elson Avenue, where my sister lived? Well, she still lives there in the house.
Oh, in the same house you were raised
Same
in?
house we were all raised in.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah, up on a 1001 Ellison.
Wow.
That house, still there.
So
But I tell
she's
you,
there right now.
It wasn't much fun to have. I look at that house now and see the room, and I can't believe it how anybody could raise that many kids.
Mm-hmm.
But they have a way, you know. Everybody in Germantown had a bunch of kids.
Because they were all Catholic.
The
Weren't they all Catholic up there?